Most people in America have a name, but people have different names for different situations. I can recall going to a Barnes and Noble where they sell coffee and beverages at the shop, and I was with my sister-in-law. And when she paid for her beverage and they asked her name, she gave a totally fictitious name. I looked at her a little puzzled, and she said, "I never give my real name. I don't want it out there, and it's nobody's business. And it's also a protection under the law. I have the right to not give my legal name in something like this." And I said, okay. She would know. She's a banker. She's a financial person. She knows the law about those rights. Other people have nicknames, and those nicknames they use in different situations. Sometimes they have nicknames in families that tend time out. Other times they're stuck with them their whole life. I have a niece who's called Claire Bear. Now, do you think when she's in her 50s she still wants to be called Claire Bear? Who's to say? But in the streets we have different nicknames because we don't want to give away our names to people who will abuse them, use them, and create litigation abuse for the fun and joy of harassing and haranguing something. We don't do that. Other people have a professional name and they don't give their actual birth name in professional settings because maybe they don't like their name. I have a sister-in-law who hates her birth name of origin, so she has chosen a nickname like her mother and she uses that professionally. Everybody calls her that professional name. I have a professional name and I use a professional name. I don't give my legal name to anyone. That's my business, and everyone has the right to protect their legal name from fraud, from identity theft, and whatnot. You see, we have rights, and those rights are to gift our name to people who gently ask for it, but if you ask for it in the wrong moment of a conversation, then you'll be offensive to someone. You see, in the first 2 seconds of meeting someone, "What's your name?" is what we do with a child. We don't do it in adult conversation. We do it casually throughout the conversation when it's appropriate, when we feel the Lord prompting to say, it's safe now to try to ask for the name. It's also very appropriate in a business context or in an administrative context or in a municipality sort of context to ask for someone's business card. They are accountable for what they're doing in that moment of time. They don't have the right to pretend they're not who they are. We, however, have rights to protect our lawful names from people who abuse our legal name. Does that make sense? You see, if you're a gossip on someone's name, it doesn't mean that person gifted you the right to have their name. A person's name is not something you just shout out at someone because you heard it was their name.